There's something truly magical about baking during the holiday season. The smell of freshly baked goods, the joy of mixing ingredients, and the way flour turns into delicious treats. It's a holiday tradition that brings people together. Hi, and welcome to my kitchen. Today, I'm sharing 3 amazing Christmas recipes that feature flour as the star ingredient. These recipes are simple, festive, and guaranteed to make your holiday celebrations extra special. We'll be baking classic sugar cookies, soft dinner rolls, and a delightful festive banana cake. So grab your apron and let's get started. Let's kick things off with the first recipe: classic Christmas sugar cookies. These cookies are such a holiday favorite, soft, buttery, and perfect for decorating with your own special touches. The great thing about sugar cookies is they're versatile. You can use them as gifts, as a fun family activity, or simply enjoy them during the holiday season. To start, we'll mix our dry ingredients. Combine 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder in a bowl. I recommend sifting the flour to make sure there are no lumps, and it helps incorporate the baking soda and powder evenly throughout the dough. Once that's mixed, set it aside for later. Now let's move on to the wet ingredients. In a separate bowl, cream together 1 cup of softened butter and 1 1/2 cups of sugar. Beat them together until the mixture is light and fluffy. This process can take about 2 to 3 minutes, but it's so worth it because this step helps to incorporate air into the dough, which gives the cookies that delicate, melt-in-your-mouth texture. Now add 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Stir everything until the mixture is smooth and creamy. Slowly add the dry mixture to the wet ingredients, mixing until everything is well combined. The dough will be a bit soft at this point, but don't worry. This is normal, and it will firm up nicely once we chill it. Wrap the dough in plastic wrap and place it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. Chilling the dough is an important step. It makes the dough easier to handle and helps the cookies keep their shape when baking. Once chilled, roll the dough out on a lightly floured surface to about a 1/4 inch thickness. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can always use a wine bottle or anything cylindrical that you have on hand. Now comes the fun part: using your favorite cookie cutters to create festive shapes. I love using snowflakes, stars, and Christmas trees. You can even personalize them with your favorite holiday characters or symbols. Place the cookie shapes on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and bake them in a preheated oven at 375 Fahrenheit for 8 to 10 minutes. Keep an eye on them, as the edges will turn golden brown when they're done. Remember, cookies will continue to bake a bit on the baking sheet, so you want to pull them out while they're still soft in the middle. Let them cool completely before decorating. Decorating sugar cookies is one of my favorite parts of the process. You can use royal icing, colored sugars, sprinkles, or even edible glitter to give them that extra sparkle. The more creative you get, the more fun the cookies will be. These cookies also make great gifts. Just package them in a cute tin with a festive bow, and you've got a beautiful homemade gift. Next up, we're making soft, buttery dinner rolls. These rolls are a must-have at any holiday meal. They're light, fluffy, and perfect for pairing with all your holiday favorites. These rolls melt in your mouth and can be used to soak up all the delicious gravies, sauces, and soups you'll be enjoying this Christmas. Start by dissolving 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast in 1 cup of warm milk. The milk should be warm to the touch but not too hot. Around 110 Fahrenheit is perfect. Add a pinch of sugar to help activate the yeast. Allow the mixture to sit for about 5 minutes, and you'll see it become foamy, which is a sign that the yeast is working. In a large bowl, combine the yeast mixture with 4 cups of flour, a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Stir everything together until the dough starts to form. Don't worry if the dough seems a little sticky, that's just fine. Once you've got your dough, turn it out onto a floured surface and knead it for about 8 to 10 minutes. You want to knead it until it's smooth and elastic. This is the step that creates that beautiful soft texture in the rolls. Once your dough is ready, place it in a greased bowl, cover it with a clean kitchen towel, and let it rise in a warm place for about an hour. I like to let it rise in the oven with just the light on, which gives it the perfect environment for growing. After an hour, the dough should double in size, and you'll be ready to move on to the next step. Punch the dough down gently to release the air, and then divide it into equal pieces. You can shape the pieces into small balls or little rolls, whatever you prefer. Place them in a greased baking dish, Cover them again with a towel, and let them rise for another 30 minutes. Preheat your oven to 375 Fahrenheit during this time. Once the rolls have risen, bake them for 15 to 20 minutes, or until they're golden brown. As soon as they come out of the oven, brush them with a little garlic butter or melted butter to give them an extra touch of flavor. The aroma of these dinner rolls will fill your kitchen with such a wonderful, inviting scent. It's one of the best parts of baking during the holidays. These rolls are perfect for holiday dinners, or even just served alongside a comforting bowl of soup. They're soft, buttery, and simply irresistible. Finally, let's make a festive banana cake. This cake is a showstopper. It's incredibly moist, flavorful, and perfect for any holiday table. What makes this cake so special is a combination of banana and vanilla flavors, which pair beautifully together. Plus, the sour cream in the recipe ensures that the cake is tender and stays moist for days. Start by preheating your oven to 350 Fahrenheit and greasing a 9-inch round cake pan. You'll need 1 cup of mashed ripe bananas. Make sure the bananas are ripe and spotty. The more ripe the bananas, the better they'll taste. In fact, overripe bananas are perfect for this cake, and they add natural sweetness that makes the cake extra delicious. In a bowl, sift together 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Set this aside for now. In a large bowl, cream together 1/2 cup of softened butter and 1 cup of sugar. Beat this mixture until it's light and fluffy. It should take about 3 minutes. Now add 2 eggs, one at a time, mixing well after each addition. Stir in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and your mashed bananas. For extra moisture, add 1/2 cup of sour cream. Now it's time to add the dry ingredients to the wet mixture. Slowly combine the two, being careful not to overmix. Overmixing can make your cake dense, and we want it light and fluffy. At this point, if you'd like to add a little extra holiday cheer, you can fold in some chopped walnuts or even chocolate chips for a fun surprise in each bite. Pour the batter into your prepared cake pan and bake it for about 45 minutes. You'll know it's done when a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Let the cake cool in the pan for 10 minutes before turning it out onto a wire rack to cool completely. Once the cake is completely cooled, you can top it with a dusting of powdered sugar, drizzle it with caramel sauce, or even add a dollop of whipped cream. You could also add a festive touch with some candied fruit or a sprinkle of cinnamon for a holiday-inspired finish. This cake is a perfect way to end any holiday meal. It's light, moist, and has just the right amount of sweetness to satisfy your cravings. And there you have it, 3 delicious Christmas recipes to make your holiday extra special. From the buttery, melt-in-your-mouth sugar cookies to the soft, pillowy dinner rolls and the moist, flavorful banana cake, these treats are perfect for your holiday gatherings. Which recipe are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you bake any of these, make sure to tag me. I can't wait to see your holiday baking creations. Thanks so much for spending this time with me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more festive recipes coming soon. Wishing you all the warmth and joy of the holiday season. Happy baking, and I'll see you next time.